Hello, and thank you for joining me today. This practice will give you a nice full body release, but please modify each pose as you see fit. When you're ready, we begin in mountain pose. Beginning in the middle of the mat or standing at the top. Grounding down through the feet, first keeping the knees bent, rolling the shoulders back, and then straightening the knees, bringing the line of energy up through the legs, up through the crown of the head. Connecting to your body as you begin to breathe and bring awareness to your breath. Noticing how you feel in this moment, right now. On your next inhale, gaze up, bend the knees, sink the hips back, and exhale, forward fold. Opening the hamstrings on these next few breaths. Taking your time to bend one knee and then the other. Trying to keep your spine straight. And on your next exhale, really press through the hands or let them float above as you round through the back, sending your back up to the sky, like cat pose, grasping onto each elbow, letting your head hang. Big, deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale, release the elbows. Carefully look up slowly so you don't get too dizzy. Take your hands to the knees and start to take little gentle movements of cat-cow. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift the chest, pressing the hips back. We're here for a little bit, warming up the spine. Feel free to let your hands float to the sides. Maybe you start to stand up a little bit taller. Or find any wiggles, any movements that feel really good and loving to your spine. Moving with the pace of your own breath. And enjoying this movement, this feeling of freedom. You can do whatever you want in this space. And finding your last breath here, even it all out. And then come to a standing mountain pose. Coming to the top of the mat if you were in the middle like me. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, carefully dive down, flat back. Coming into a slow sun salutation. Peeling the left arm up, inhale, right knee is bent, revolve. Exhale, replace, center, and inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, frame the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the crown. Before planting the hands, carefully stepping back, plank pose, nice and high, hold here. Exhale, elbows into the sides, chaturanga. Taking a cobra, upward facing dog, whatever feels good to you. And we meet in downward facing dog. No need to rush. Bending the knees if you need to. Maybe taking a few more knee bends. Especially if you've taken a break from yoga or if you're post-travel, this is a really, really nice practice. Opening up the hips, the back. Finding anything here that feels good. And when you're ready, carefully step up to the top of the mat. up to standing and stepping your left leg back, reaching to the side, feet come wide. Toes point to the corners of the mat, preparing to sink low for goddess. Finding one breath here. Reach the arms overhead, big breath in, expand the lungs, palms meet. And exhale, begin to bend the knees, sinking the hips down, squeezing the glutes, connecting to the core. Perhaps closing the eyes if you want to challenge your balance. Activating the sacral chakra. Release the arms out to the shoulder height. Exhale, coming into warrior two. Our right knee is bent. Take your time to transition. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Getting a nice big side stretch. Exhale, extended side angle. The elbow can rest on the knee. Coming back through a little warrior two to come into 5-pointed star pose. And exhale, take the toes to the front of the mat, wide-legged forward fold. Meet yourself where you're at here. Take a moment to find what you need. Maybe reaching for the ankles, bending the knees, or finding and cultivating stillness. Here for a few breaths more. And when you're ready, carefully pressing back up, turning the toes out to the corner, preparing for the other side. 5-pointed star pose, palms meet, and we exhale, sinking low. Channeling our feminine energy side here. Breathing deeply. See if you can sink a little bit more on this exhale. Then thinking about this next transition, what you need to move, to carefully move to warrior two. Left knee in front. Gaze over the hand, ground down through the back edge of the foot, and reverse your warrior. Exhale, elbow comes to knee. Nice long line from fingertips to the edge of the foot. Beautiful. Coming back through your warrior two to face the side of the mat. And we can keep our feet here, or we can take them a little bit more underneath the hips, opening for cactus. Inhale, open, and exhale, draw the elbows together. Only one more of these. Then return back to a neutral spine. Release the right arm and shoot the left overhead. One more big breath. Really getting out those kinks, especially if you've just been on an airplane. We want to stretch out. And then take the left hand to the right ear, giving yourself a nice little shoulder release. Letting the right arm dangle by the side. Exhale, carefully come back to center. And inhale, right arm reaches overhead. Reaching back up and finding your next stretch on the other side. Being careful not to pull the head down, just using the hand to assist a little bit along with gravity. Find your last breath and carefully release. Next, we make our way to the top of the mat, moving slowly taking this time for yourself and enjoying it. Enjoying all that the present has to offer. Kicking the right leg out, cross it over the left knee, sinking the hips back. If you need to place the fingertips on the mat for more stability, please do so. Or you can also do this one sitting down. And on our next position, we're challenging our balance a little bit here. Inhale, lift up and cross the right leg over, raveling it, coming into eagle pose. Take your time. Enjoy the transition as much as holding the posture. When you're ready, carefully come out, not judging yourself if you fall or wobble, replacing the right foot, take a breath, and going on the other side. Left leg comes in front and crosses over the knee. Really sending the hips back and grounding down through the right foot, opening up and stretching the glutes. Remembering to breathe. And making your way into eagle pose on the other side. Finding your focus point in front of you. This is your time to concentrate, to leave the world behind, and just enjoy this moment for you. Unraveling whenever you see fit, planting both feet on the ground, and carefully coming down to sit, staff pose, extending the feet, taking a moment to just feel the backs of the legs reaching up through the spine, flexing the feet nice and hard, really wake up the back of the ankles. And for about 2 to 3 breaths, point your right foot. Really point it as far as you can, feeling a nice big stretch on the front of the ankle. Then replacing and doing the left. One more time on each foot. Sending all of your energy there. Meeting back in traditional staff pose. Reaching for the feet. If you can grab them, hold on to the toes and lift up. Otherwise, we can use a strap or try this without hands. Really pulling the feet up, getting a nice, deep, intense stretch on the back of the calf. Remembering to skip this if it's too much. Releasing and crossing the knees, coming into a nice, easy seat. Taking some attention to breath. Just noticing how your body feels as it flows in and out. Observing the beat of your heart. Perhaps even feeling the blood pulsing through your veins. Connecting to your own internal energy. Finding another big full body breath. And your practice can end here, or you have an option to join me for one last stretch and twist. Take what you need, leave what you don't. If you want the stretch, take both feet to the right side as you reach the left arm overhead, and then twist, gazing at your feet, finding what version of this works for you. This is great for the lower back. Big breath, and release, taking care to switch the feet to the other side. Inhale, hand overhead, gaze up at the sky or the ceiling, and exhale to twist. And if you're still with me, taking a comfortable seat of your choice next to end with a few cleansing breaths. Observing any changes to your mood, energy levels, your body. Taking one more big inhale in, I thank you for sharing your practice here on the mat. May peace surround you wherever you go.